Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Ready up.
44, Mike, 44. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day.
Check, protein spill.
Present.
Mike.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slam.
Hard.
Check 13.
Hit it.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You got it.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready,
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. It's going to be a long...
Defense.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Parker, the intended target. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey, come on, check 52. Switch.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Lambeau will put this one through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
On the ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now Balaj. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now. Move.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Kalen Balaj, his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got? Go.
Balaj. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead grows to 10-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Bam. Check. Go.
They run it with Balaj. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Topper! Look at me! Go! Hey! Now!
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Begin.
They'll set up to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Mike Bobo. Come on, D. 44.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Complete to Mike Gesicki. Brings up 3rd down.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins nothing.
Got it.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Rodney Anderson, 39 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Completes this one to Meredith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, exit. Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike's both foes.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
2nd and 15. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, wahoo!
44, Mike, 44. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Melange. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go now. Get to Pittsburgh.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A draw play now. Balaj. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go. Squeeze. Here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
He wasn't ready.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Zipper! I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Hey,
They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
come on, set. 18 Gator. I'm not ready. And Mike Fofo. Go. Go. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 65 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
We got take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Gets it to Meredith, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. He's got a first down past the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey. 44 at the mark. Hey, orbit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Hey, check 24.
On the draw, this is Fournette. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Christian Wilkins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. They'll set up to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with 4. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Dolphins take over.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their
Here we
own
go.
25-yard line.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
2nd and 6. Completes this one to Meredith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
There he goes left side, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 53 yards, and the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Watch the slant.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Returnable for Grant. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Switch. Leo. Hey, foxtrot. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Yannick Ngakoue in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and a mile.
You ain't going nowhere. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. 65. 65. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Now.
Back to throw here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. I'm coming after you. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And
if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Let's go. 30 base.
I got him.
Shoot.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.